FNAF is one of the most horror games ever made. Thank you. So, they made a movie about a video game. When they do that, it's either a hit or a miss. But when it hits, it's alright. But when it misses, when the FNAF trailer first got announced, I was actually pretty optimistic. Because I think they nailed the aesthetic of the look, the animatronics, everything. But when a few months later, the reviews came in, I was going. When IGN gave the movie a 4, I was thinking, surely they're just specifically for this review, they're going from out of 5, right? Surely. And then I kept seeing the critics dumping and pumping on this movie. Y'all wouldn't believe it, but I went, should I really go to the cinema over risk of me not liking this movie? Because I don't want to waste my money on a movie I won't like. I don't know, man, but I ended up watching it. I won't disclose how. I watched the movie with my background being playing a few games and watched like a 3-hour explanation of the FNAF lore. I had a viral video on TikTok too about FNAF, so I must say I'm very well known among the FNAFers. I was not in the FNAF movie, by the way. I know it may come to a shock for my massive fan base, even though I should be in the movie because Matt Pat was in it and Mark was meant to be the security guard, but I'll let it slide this time, Scott. The point is, I did my homework and I might even call myself the FNAF guy. So I know what the FNAF was going on. So I was watching and wow. I'm flabbergasted. This movie was that's how I could sum it up. It's like you're a teacher and you have this kid who is neurodivergent and he's trying his best, yet he fails. But you give him a pass instead because he's trying. That's the best way I can explain this movie. They did a good job with the look. They nailed the look. While I was watching, I was thinking, that's a FNAF if I've ever seen one. The opening of the movie was hitting too. That beat got my mind thinking, yo, let's get this FNAF. Sorry. What they failed horrendously though was the script and how they executed the story. Now, I know the FNAF story, and that story ain't bad, man. It actually slaps. They could have made a great movie with the universe they set up, but they made it so weird. Like William Afton, the purple guy, the man behind the slaughter. These are like 2 scenarios of the movie, even though there's so much to his backstory they could have explored. But most of the movie is exploring Mike's dreams. So half of the movie is just sleep. Basically, the main characters are having these dreams, and I get it, it's pretty important to the plot, but it could be so much more interesting exploring William, in my opinion. This movie was also having like a crazy identity crisis. Sometimes there were these wholesome moments and silly scenes, and then there was these suspenseful, or I guess quote-unquote scary scenes. I ain't gonna lie, it was not even remotely scary. Like when the scenes tried to be scary, me and my friend group could deadass not take it seriously.
This movie. Oh.
And when the goofy and silly scenes were shown, we were wondering what the FNAF we were watching. It didn't really do a great job balancing it out because it was hard to tell if it even tried to be scary. I remember I saw an article 3 years ago talking about how the movie is delayed because how complicated the lore is. Which I honestly get, because if I had to make a FNAF movie, I don't even know where the hell to start. So I get if they were having like difficulties knowing what the hell to show. If an average person who doesn't know the story about FNAFies, that's what I call it, FNAFies, they would have no idea what the hell is happening on screen. Like, for us FNAFers, we know why William Afton is the way he is, but we have no idea about the FNAF series. He literally has no motive at all. I'm doing this because I'm evil type plot. Even then though, still wasn't great. They're definitely gonna make a sequel for how much bank this movie made. So hey, maybe the next one is gonna fill in the gaps, and the next one I might even be in it. If I had to give it a score, I don't know if I'll give it a 4 like IGN. I'll give it a 5 and maybe half a point more for effort. You know, cause you guys, they tried. Okay, they tried. Alright, thanks for watching. That was my half-ass review. Now subscribe or there will be a FNAF at your house. Well, personally, I wouldn't mind if there was a FNAF right here though. Shit.
FNAF at Freddy's. That's where I wanna go. FNAF at Freddy's. Underneath the mistletoe. Yeah. If there's a FNAF there.